Hey. What's going on? This is your boy KQKC Boxing Network, and I am the singing OG. And this is another edition of Boxing Updates. And yes, Boxing Updates, we'll be talking about none other than Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury. Now, of course, there have been rumblings about his statement that he will have to pay $80 million to Deontay Wilder. Of course, many in the boxing realm or circle that says that neither one of these guys, Wilder or Fury, make that type of money. Well, let's analyze it for a minute. It's not a matter of them making this type of money. It's a matter of what he could stand to make. Now, we're not saying that Deontay Wilder is an $80 million fighter. No. But let's think about it. Let's talk about it. Use your basic fucking common sense. Deontay Wilder is fighting a pay-per-view. Well, we know that the front end and the back end money goes with that purse, right? Now, of course, when you suing someone, you put in pain and suffering and all that other shit, right? Now, I'm no lawyer. All right, that's not my job. My job is just to state the facts and give you my opinion, okay? For educational motherfucking purposes, all right? Now, of course, Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, they will make a lot of money just on a simple fact that it's a pay-per-view. It is a trilogy. And yes, a lot of people are dying to see it. Now, a lot of people see what Deontay Wilder is bringing to the table now. Everybody sees what type of fighter Deontay Wilder is. And matter of fact, like I said, I'm not a Wilder fan. I think he's a good fighter. I think he's even a better fighter now. Because you got to understand, Deontay Wilder self-admitted that, hey, he fell in love with that right hand. Yes, he did. But now, he said that I have other tools in my toolbox. That's right, other tools in my toolbox. Now, they always been there, but they was kind of like, had to get dusted off. Because if I had a right hand, knocking out every big motherfucker that came towards me, if you can fight or not, I mean, I think I won't want to look for nothing else but that right hand also. So, with his knockout streak, all the way up to the time he fought Bermane Stiverne for the WBC Heavyweight Championship, to now, he has become a better fighter. Everything he said had came to fruition. All right? Except the proof, the undeniable proof of Tyson Fury cheating. Now, of course, they're going to turn off the camera so you can't see shit, right? Now, we do have pictures, but pictures, you know, it can tell 1,000 stories. It can tell 1,000 words. So, it could be what it is what it is. Who knows? You got some boxers come out and say, hey, that always happened to me. Or, oh, hey, I know Tyson Fury had cheated before. So, I mean, either it's one way or the other. But one thing I can tell you this. Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury will be fighting on October the 9th. And I also can tell you this. Now, Tyson Fury is a liar. Tyson Fury is a drug addict. Tyson Fury is a alcoholic. Tyson Fury pretty much ain't shit. But let's look at this shit. Why would he lie? Now, we all know that we ain't giving him no damn benefit of the doubt. But why would he lie about something like that? Why would he give Deontay Wilder credit for something like that? Now, you got to think about it, right? Sure, I can say my uncle is a stone cold liar than a motherfucker, right? Now, but I will believe him on certain occasions. Because I know him. I know what he would do. I know how he won't lie on a certain person or a certain thing, place, thing, or whatever, you know, pronouns, nouns, and all that other shit. All right? Now, for those that said, well, if you didn't believe Tyson Fury, then why believe him now? Because it's circumstances. It's circumstances. All right? This ain't nothing but basic elementary school. All right? It's circumstances and everything. Okay? That's what the atheists use, all right? Those people that don't believe in God, they use, right? Well, what made the doctor save his life? Oh, that was circumstances, all right? The circumstances was in his favor, dumb shit like that. But Tyson Fury, it's no doubt he is a liar. It's no doubt he is a cheat. It's no doubt he had been caught in big lies. But you got to take it as what they say, a grain of salt. Because one thing about Tyson Fury, that's one thing he ain't gonna lie about, giving up some goddamn money. Now, $80 million, if you add that shit up, it pretty much is right. And you talking about court fees, you talking about lawyer fees. We ain't gonna talk about the purse. We're not gonna talk about the front end. We ain't gonna talk about the back end. Oh, baby, we're gonna throw a couple more things in there, and we're gonna round that bitch off to $80 million, all right? Now, that's just my opinion. That's all. We all got one, just like assholes. We all got one. Well, some of us do. Wow, let me talk to you about it. Come walk with me. Come talk with me. Now, Tyson Fury revealed this week that he would have had to pay $80 million in lawsuit if he didn't fight Deontay Wilder for their contractual rematch. Now, another thing. Let me debunk this. This contract, which is the third contract, it was written by the second fight. Hello? Oh, I'm sorry. Hello? Did I hurt somebody's feelings? Well, Fury will be risking deep debt if he walk away from the rematch with Wilder and wind up being sued for $80 million. Now, giving Wilder his rematch wasn't something Fury, who's at 30-0 and 1, that's the draw that he had with Wilder, and 21 KOs, seemed interested in doing. He was forced because of the potential of losing $80 million if he walked away. Now, of course, Fury said it wouldn't have mattered if he vacated his WBC heavyweight title. You see, he would still be under contract with Wilder, and he would be sued if he chooses to move on. See, it's a thing called arbitration, all right? Now, look that up. Look what that details in, okay? Now, of course, you know the LWC pretty much have inside information on certain things, on certain places, a person or thing. Hello? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I hurt anybody's feelings yet? Okay, good. Now, okay, now let me move on. It's a shame that Wilder had to take the fight to arbitration to get his contractual rematch. You see, Wilder want his get back, and I don't blame him. I would too. If somebody beats you down and walk away, you know, you're supposed to smile and say, hey, good job, good sportsmanship. Now, especially if you suspect him cheating, allegedly. Now, as he gave Fury a voluntary title shot for their last fight when he was still the WBC champion. That's right. Oh, I forgot about that. That's right. Deontay Wilder got him out of the gutter. Brought him out the gutter. Gave him his right hand and said, come on up, my brother. Just like he did Luis Ortiz. Now, when a champion makes a voluntary defense, they always include a rematch clause in case they lose. Now, every champion should pay attention to this. When you ever defending your title, always have a rematch clause in there. My boy, Jermell Charlo, he did such thing like that, like with Tony Harrison. Yes, he lost the fight with Tony Harrison, but he had a rematch clause in there. And he went back and fought and retained his belt. That's what we call a smart fighter. That's what we call a smart businessman / fighter. Now, as I move on, typical is not a problem for the champion to get a rematch if they lose. But in this case, Wilder had a dickens of a time getting Fury to give him his contractual fight. That's because Fury knew he might have been in a little trouble. Because as I mentioned a while back, check it out, I made a video. How can you punch like a feather on Monday, then you punch like a tank on Tuesday? Figure of speech, but you get the message. You know what the fuck I mean. Now, It seemed to many boxing fans that Fury had no genuine desire to give Wilder his rematch. Of course he didn't, because they wanted to keep the belt away from Wilder. All right? Now, that's my opinion, and sure, I can back it up too. Now, hence, it took it to arbitration, and that was an arbitration judge. That's a real judge. And as you will respect, they ordered Fury to provide Wilder with his contractual bound trilogy fight. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but I'm not optimistic the fight will ever happen to be fair, said Fury, to the overlap of the clash against Joshua. Now, let me repeat that. A lot of people don't know this, but I'm not optimistic the fight will ever happen. To be fair, said Fury. He said that to the overlap on the clash about Joshua. Now, he's fighting a man. Me and Joshua. We are going to fight. But no contracts were signed. Then all of a sudden, Deontay put in an arbitration against me by one of the top judges and lawyers in America. Now, of course, here we go again. Like I told you, circumstances. Now, in this circumstance, Tyson Fury is probably exaggerating. I doubt very seriously Wilder went out and got the best and top judges and lawyers in America. Only a regular ambulance chaser. Anybody can pretty much see that you're wrong. If you have a contract to fight this man, then you must fight this man. In the state of New York, they have what we call a handshake contract. You don't even have to sign a contract. A handshake would duly bound you as contractual responsible for fighting that man. Now, I don't know how many states have that. And also, you can go check and make sure I'm correct on that. Now, so I can't do anything about that. If you want to bring a court case against me in America, yeah, oh, it's America now. Oh, okay. Even if I'm not done anything, I got to defend it, or else I'm guilty. Well, yeah, I would think so. I think you better do what the judge ordered your ass to do. So, with that, we all know, especially us black folks, we know about judges, right? We know. We know that, hey, you don't piss off a judge. We know. You better try to do what the judge say. And I'm talking about you better goddamn try. Now, this is how it works, baby. I said, all right, let's do it. So they want to go to court and fight for his rematch. Okay, so his Wilder contract had expired because of the COVID virus. To be honest with you, fair is fair. And I'm a fair man myself. Now, circumstances. Now, you know that was full of, you know what, okay? He's not a fair man. We know that. Then you say, well, KQ, if you believe he's not a fair man, then, okay, then why do you believe him now? Okay? Because I heard someone mention this to me, right? So, here we go again, circumstances. See, this fair man, yes, he is a liar. But one thing he's not about to do is to fire a judge. So he won't be lying about that. So you got to understand, you're not picking and choosing your battle. You're not picking and choosing what you want to believe in, what you're not believing. You picking out what's the best circumstances for this man. Now, sure, he gonna lie his way out and this and that, but you got to prove that lie. You got to understand that lie. Yes, we know he be full of it. We all know that. But one thing he's not full of. When that judge told him he better fight, he better fight. And one thing you better count on, that come October the 9th, you will see the trilogy of Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. I am KQ, KC Boxing Network. This been another edition of Boxing Updates. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe right now. Hit that notification bell. That way you will be notified each and every time I do a live stream, Monday through Friday, 12:30 p.m. Central Time. I do my call-in show, which will be tomorrow, and that's at 10:30 a.m. Central Time. And yes, this Sunday, we will be having our first collab show with none other than Knockout Boxing 86 TV. The morning after. That's the name of the show. We will be changing back and forth platforms, and that's at 10 o'clock a.m. Central Time. Straight boxing talk, baby. Straight boxing talk. He's a good guy. He has a good channel. He comes on once a week, and he know his boxing. That's all. We love boxing, and like I say, on KQKC Network, you don't have to agree with me. You don't even have to like the fighter I like, because I respect you, and I hope you respect me. See, we can agree to disagree. That's what this channel and network is all about, agreeing to disagree. And with that, that's all I have for you. I will move on to the next one. And I greet you with the ancient word of peace. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be on to you.